Good evening. May the 1st. That's the day every American adult will be eligible for a COVID vaccine. No categories, no age groups. Every single adult can have it if you want it. That's brand new tonight from the White House, which says President Biden will announce that goal just more than an hour from now in his first primetime address to the nation. And there's more. He'll target July 4th weekend as a time that people can start gathering in small groups again. Back with the family? More on that in just a moment. As of this news hour, 1 out of every 10 Americans is fully vaccinated. In total, 98 million doses have been administered nationwide. But most importantly, the CDC reports 62% of all Americans aged 65 and older have received at least one dose. That means the majority of our nation's most vulnerable now have some degree of protection against the COVID. Meantime, Pfizer just released new data from Israel, and it suggests the Pfizer vaccine is about 97% effective in preventing symptomatic cases and almost as effective against asymptomatic cases. It's encouraging and exciting news because the analysis shows that the shot significantly slows the spread of COVID among people who may not even know they're infected. CNBC's Meg Terrell covers science and medicine for us and broke the news to me, at least, this morning on our editorial call. You sounded like a kid at Christmas, Meg, this morning. It really is great news.
It is, Shep. And one of the really important things about those results is that they were from a time when the more transmissible variant of the coronavirus, called B.1.1.7, was circulating in Israel, and the vaccine still showed those really high levels of protection. Now, that variant is the most prevalent among the three of concern here in the United States, and the CDC has forecast it could be the dominant strain here by the end of this month. Now, we also learned from the CEO that Pfizer plans to start trials of an updated version of its vaccine targeting another variant, B.1.351, first identified in South Africa in a few weeks. Now, Dr. Fauci tells us it's not clear we will need booster shots of the vaccines, but the companies are getting them ready in case we do. Now, Albert Bourla, Pfizer CEO, also giving us an update on worldwide supply for next year.
It's going to be north of 2 billion only this year, full year capacity of 3 billion doses. This is good enough to supply a very, very big part of the humanity.
Now, as for him, he got his second shot this week and told us today he feels, quote, liberated. Shep?
And Meg, there's a new therapeutic drug that seems really promising as well.
Yeah, it was another antibody drug that was shown in a clinical trial to significantly reduce the risk of hospitalization and death from COVID by 85%. Now, this one is made by a small company called Vir Biotechnology, partnered with British drug giant GlaxoSmithKline. They plan to file for emergency use authorization. And if they're successful, it would be the third company to bring one of these drugs to market in the U.S. Like the others, it's given by IV infusion, and patients have to take it soon after diagnosis. So it's been hard for a lot of patients to get these antibody drugs. But experts are hopeful access will improve because even as vaccines roll out and it's hoped fewer and fewer people will get sick, the disease is unlikely to disappear completely. Shep?
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.